Sugar Babes, Hole in the Head. Hi Lee, how you going?
Yes, I'm good, Tony. You?
Yeah, we're finally joined by Lee from the Mannequins and the rest of the band. I take it they're out on the. Are they hit the bar?
I think Chris has hit the bar. Without a doubt, a bass player, he's definitely at the bar.
So where's you been playing? I mean, tell listeners, because you've been at a gig, this afternoon.
We've been gigging since yesterday as it goes. We started at 12 yesterday, then we've done another set at 3 o'clock. Yeah, 2:55, 3 o'clock. And then we've done one again at 12 today. So yeah, this is a Havering show in Hornchurch. I think the Searchers and the Mersey Beats and them sort of
rock
and roll, yeah, rock and roll.
So let's just tell because you was on a show back after the Brentford Beer Festival.
Yes.
Wasn't that long ago. No. And you've done a nice set. It was great, by the way. And
Thank you.
If listeners haven't heard the interview or seen that, you can go onto the show page blog at phoenixfm.com and download the pictures and download the music. And Lee, you're the vocals and the lead guitar.
I am.
At the band, there's 3 of them in the band. Chris is on bass.
He is.
Brendan, is he the short bloke?
Shorter.
Can't get shorter, mate. We already told him.
I think he might be listening in as well.
Sorry, Brendan.
Yeah.
But you do tower above them, don't you?
I do, yeah. I'm 6'1". 6'1", yeah. So I'm a little bit taller than the others and a bit broader as well.
Yeah. But
they probably say something else, but I'm definitely broader.
But lots of energy comes out of your songs. I mean, I was surprised when I listened to the song and one of your tracks, and then see you live. It's like a totally different experience. The music that jumps out at you. I mean, it's a energetic set, so to say.
I personally, I wouldn't want to get on stage and do something that's a little bit boring. Yeah. I can't do it. Otherwise, you just lose people straight away. I like energetic songs with 3 minutes, otherwise you'll lose people. Yeah, but that's where we are. Now,
you're a local band, you're based in, is it Dagenham?
Yeah, I live in Wickford now. Brendan lives in Hornchurch, but we, for 20 odd years, we're Dagenham, yeah.
And what would you say, if people haven't heard your music, I mean, obviously I have, so
yes.
What would you describe the genre of music that you play?
Well, it's definitely mod-based, influenced, sort of the old R&B sort of sound. Jam, your Small Faces, your Kinks, your Who. Yeah. But I suppose sometimes it might be a bit rockier as well. I don't know, but yeah, we do draw on all them sort of influences from the mid '60s, early '60s, late '60s, all '60s really.
Yeah, would you say you're a mod outfit? I mean, that comes.
I think we would. Yeah, we do get that. I mean, we do a lot of scooter rallies. We're doing one next week in Mersey, which is the Mersey Island Scooter Rally. It's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, tell us about that, because that's one of the things we was talking about on Facebook. I just got your Facebook message on the way.
It did. Yeah, Mersey Island. It's a big scooter rally. It's now a national rally, so it's probably one of the biggest ones in the country, and it's probably about 3,000 people go to it. It's all under one roof. There's some great bands on. We're on with Dodgy again. Yeah. And another band called Springtime Cavalry. I don't know much about, but I've heard a bit. And they're cool, Yeah. But I like to think that we could hold our own, and we probably will. And I think that we've got a lot of fan base at the moment, and a lot of people waiting to hear our stuff. Yeah. So,
and I mean, looking at the press and what I've seen, locally, but I suppose more of an Essex thing for me, from what I've seen. That tight style or era of music seems to be making a comeback. There's a Brentford Scooter Club, I know for a fact.
Massive, yeah. Brentford Scooter Club now got over 60 odd members. Since, I don't know, only a few months or whatever it's been. I think basically from the Bradley Wiggins thing, maybe. Yes. There's a new sort of uprising in a way. I think kids may be bored.
I think you could be right.
It's a recession. Yeah. Whatever happens in this country, if there's a recession, things start going a little bit wonky, and people come up from nowhere. Yeah.
Did you watch it? I mean, I don't know if you watch X Factor. I don't really watch X Factor. I did watch a little bit the other day, and there was a young girl on it, and she started doing some different kind of music. And we had a band on here called the Lovable Rogues. Yes. That went on to Britain's Got Talent, and doing really well. And
I've seen them. Yeah,
they're good. They've got a style, a little bit of rapping, but kind of lively, snappy style, and it's thousands of download hits, and at the moment they've been signed to Psycho, so they're going to be making a record. But people are looking for newer stuff. I think you're right. They are bored of the little mixes and that style of
maybe
music.
I think yesterday we watched a fella on After Us. No names being mentioned, but he came on. It was a bit Tiny Temperish, you know, this sort of. And I looked and I sort of thought, God, you know, he's obviously good in what he does, but do you need another one? There must be thousands of them out there trying their best, which is, you know, all due respect and what have you, but you've got to be something completely different to sort of break any sort of market nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's with the X Factor and the other shows available now, and the modern technology to a certain extent, because you can download a track without vocals. It's quite easy to get tracks without vocals. You can buy mics that you can sing into, change of voice, and it's quite easy from a young age to get into that. Whereas years ago, you couldn't do that. You had to play an instrument, and that was it.
Well, I was talking. Funny enough, I was talking to someone yesterday. I can't remember who it was. One of the fellas at the Avon show, and he was saying that there's a lot of venues at the moment, especially in Essex, who are trying to get together, because back in the day, obviously, venues are trying to. It's like being in a shop. I don't know. Oh, you're going to try and do better than that venue, instead of them working together as venues throughout the whole thing and getting a real good network and circuit of bands going about. They seem to have there's a gap between them, and there's a barrier. So that I think they need to talk more within the venue, so that you get a good rapport. You get loads of people going down to these places.
Yeah.
You know, instead of oh, this is my venue. I don't want you going down that venue. Let's get everyone together. And make some real good nights down there, you know? Out in Essex, especially for us.
I see the mod logo quite a bit. I mean, I was doing a gig, fun enough, in Brentford the other day, and on the Sunday, they've got, first Sunday of the month, they've got a mod. The event's called the In Crowd.
Right.
And the DJ plays, he just plays mod music. A friend of mine usually does soul, but he's kind of moved it to that kind of, he does kind of very early stuff.
Was it, did you go down there?
I didn't go down, I was working elsewhere, but apparently it was really busy, very busy.
Was it?
And
I might have someone else.
A lot of scooter people are going, and they're looking for the venues to meet up, and
I think people are looking for the new thing, because I think over every sort of 10-15 years there seems to be some sort of mod sort of thing out with a Britpop. So and before that it was the revival of the early 80s.
Yeah.
So I think maybe the next thing might be especially Bradley Wiggins on his scooter, and also the Olympics ending ceremony with the scooters coming out, the Who playing.
Yeah, fantastic, wasn't it?
It might prick some kids' ears up and say, well, what's this?
And would you go for the sideburns look?
Nah, not that bushy.
Look a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've got to do a track.
Go on.
What track are you going to do first?
I'm going to sing a song called, it's one of our new tracks, it goes, called Sleep Inside the Moon, inspired by my son as it goes.
Lovely, take it away.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I've got a ladder, I'm gonna climb up, I'm gonna sleep inside the moon with my brother. I've got a ladder, I'm gonna climb up, I'm gonna sleep inside the moon with my brother. And we can build our dreams together. Sat down and played two fools together, and now we fall apart. No longer have the heart, no longer did we play the Stones or play the beat. No more riding round the same sea. I've got a ladder, I'm gonna climb up, I'm gonna sleep inside the moon with my brother. You married her down the news box, the one that always called us two parts, and now we fall apart. Make a brand new start. No longer did we play
Fantastic, mate. Fantastic.
Thank you.
I love that track, and that is that's a very new track.
It's a very new track, yeah. We're just sort of playing about with it at the moment within our set, and it went down quite well today.
And is that obviously the acoustic version? Is it much different to the live?
I tell you what, we sort of we thought about it, and it sounds very much like the last "There She Goes." So it was we sort of went for that sort of sound, and it came out quite well. Obviously with our own sort of take on it, our own little spin on it. But yeah, it's gone quite well.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep cracking on with it. We've got a couple more tunes, and we've got an EP hopefully being sort of done soonish.
Is that something you have to fund yourself, or
we do, yeah. But you know, it's
a lot cheaper than it used to be, but it's not a bottomless pit there, isn't it?
Well, we are a live band really, so we're not going to go in for the full, you know, we'll do loads of tracks and loads of layers. It's just we'll be in a room, we'll play because we're as tight as, I mean, I've got the tightest
wallet.
Yeah, no, the tightest rhythm section in the world. They are fantastic.
Yeah.
Really are good. So I mean, we can get in a studio, we can get in a room, we'll do anything.
Yeah.
We'll sound as good on the CD as we do live.
And who's writing stuff? Is it a band effort or?
Over the past, you know, over the years, I've wrote stuff, but Chris done a bit on his own anyway before we got back together. But last few songs on that we've been in the studio rehearsing, and we've just come up with stuff. So it's been a bit of a band effort really, which is great.
Some people just write songs quite straight off. I mean, I've not really tried. I play a little bit of guitar, but if I'm at home singing with my guitar, I tend to do all the usual acey stuff, easy peasy stuff and chords. But I couldn't. I wouldn't know where to start. Do you know what I mean? Would it be just throw some lyrics down? Do you try and throw a few chords together and think, well, that sounds catchy? So I'll chuck some lyrics to it. I mean, where would you start?
To be honest, I hum quite a lot. I hum all the time, and I'm always sort of singing something. And if I've got something in my head quickly, well, especially with the technology nowadays, with the iPhones and that, I'll just go upstairs into my bedroom and get the guitar out, maybe quickly sing into the mic and get things like that. But I've always just sat down with the guitar and played just anything that comes along, and if something really gets me straight away, I'll go, yeah, that's it, and I'll draw off of that really.
Yeah.
Well,
I've kind of done that myself, and the next day I thought something at night, I think, that sounds a good tune. But if you don't get it down really quick, the next day you think, I can't remember what and it's lost.
Well, I think Paul McCartney said the best thing once, if the next day you cannot remember it,
it's not that good.
It ain't that good.
And
it's true.
The danger is, as more of a DJ than a musician, I will tend to pull off possibly snippets of tracks that probably are other people's and not my own. I think, that'll sound good.
I think everyone does that, doesn't it?
But yeah, I think probably.
I think you must do.
When you listen to tunes, you often think, that sounds just like that little bit sounding a bit.
Well, if you listen to the jam start, it's just Taxman.
Yeah.
So it is basically the Taxman with something else over the top, but you have to sort of wear your heart on your sleeve sometimes. If that's your influence and that's what you draw off, then great.
You're talking about influence. What would you say your influence is?
Personally or band? Personally. My dad sort of started me off in all sorts of things really. But I think by about 14 when I heard Ocean Colour Scene, and then I got into the Weller. Then I went back and back and back, and all of a sudden I'm listening to some really obscure Northern soul song.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I draw off that really, and I really love all that sort of stuff.
Well, I'm going to get a track off the actual band. I've gone with "Remember the Time."
Yes, it's a tune. It's probably one of the first songs I ever wrote. Probably the second or first song I ever wrote. So it's done well, and it's basically about just us being indignant, really. Me and the boys, me and the band.
Yeah.
Drawing off all them influences.
Well, it was recorded at the 24-hour Phoenix Creative Sessions, which was back on the 20th of May.
It was a great session.
Did you come on late? Was it because it was all
We was early morning.
Did you?
Yeah, we was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and Chris, our bass player, was a little bit ming dog. He said ming dog on that's what he said.
Cool, let's get it on. This is Mannequins, Remember the Time.
The time